I've gone through like 4 accents doing these intros, so I'm not gonna do one. This is Jokes So Funny, the podcast. I have JJ Howell on.
Hey, what's up, man?
As
JJ
usual.
Howell here. What's up?
I'm sorry, what else did you say?
Oh, I was just saying, I'm here.
You're here. Okay, cool. Very nice. And Daniel, of course.
Yo.
Hi, Daniel. It's nice meeting you for the first time.
We know each other.
We do?
Yeah, we know each other.
How do we know each other?
You owe him money.
I owe you money.
Yeah, don't you remember?
No. For what?
Fucking-
What do I owe you money for?
About that shit for you.
What shit?
The shit, man.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about that on the
I
podcast.
have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
2 years and like a month or so.
Okay, so a little over 2 years. You've
Almost 2
done
years.
comedy in San Antonio and now Lubbock, and
Yeah.
you're
And Austin. And Houston.
and you're a consistently
Yeah,
funny
right.
person. Like there's not
If you say he's consistently funny,
yeah.
then it's true because you're a man of integrity.
I'm pretty
Well-
consistently funny.
I don't want to like compare myself to Abraham Lincoln, but he was also a person that men had said he had integrity.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and you're tall, and I want to shoot you in the back of the head.
oh snap. Jokes so roasty the podcast.
Sorry, I'm just kidding. I don't want to shoot you. You're,
That's good.
You're nice. You're a good guy.
I mean, I would prefer if you didn't shoot me in the back of the
Oh,
head.
man.
I mean, you listen. You're on the podcast, and
Yeah.
the big thing that's happened in your life over the last week or two is that you won the Lubbock Laugh Off, which is the biggest comedy what do we call it, competition in town.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a big deal, dude.
It is a big deal.
It is a big deal. I did win that.
Are you proud of yourself?
I am. Yeah. I am. Yeah. It was really nice.
But also, you were telling me that you might be having another child.
What? No.
That was private, dude.
No. I don't know what
Yeah,
talking about.
you're bringing up shit right now that we said earlier was not going to be on the podcast.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the child that's.
What else are you going to talk
non-existent.
about, dude? What else?
Yeah.
Are you going to talk about the child I had to give away because I couldn't have one of my own? Because life is hard for a single mother?
I was thinking about the child maybe JJ had to deal with when protecting you online.
Oh yeah, that child. Oh,
We
yeah.
weren't going to bring him into this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, like,
That's okay.
since we're talking about private shit.
I had to bully people.
Well,
It's not my fault though. I mean,
I know who to call.
hard work should not be shat on. Is all I have to say.
no.
John Wisdoms puts in a lot of work around town,
Yeah,
mostly on corners.
it's true.
But it's really getting him somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah.
Somewhere is the zipper of
Back
someone's
seats.
pants,
You're
but,
off the
you know.
corner, and in back seats. I think that's what it is. It's really good progression.
Corners get
Oh
you
my
somewhere.
God.
Huh?
Where are we going with this already?
I appreciate you drinking a Surefine grape cola. Can we just address that for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Grape
represent.
soda.
How long have you been a grape soda fan?
For life.
Can you rank the 4 greatest grape sodas? Because they're different brands.
Knee high.
Knee High. I've never had
Knee
Knee
high.
High.
Yeah, it's actually an old school soda. You can find it like in the deep south.
What the
You
fuck?
gotta do some research on
Is it
this shit.
canny?
Nah, dude. Yeah, dude. It's like so fucking sweet. Okay, so like if you go get those retro grape sodas from like Market Street,
Yeah.
it's like one of those but sweeter.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it pure cane sugar?
pretty much. Yeah.
Huh. And where would you buy it? Like a Winn-Dixie or something? Or
Nah, like I found it at like truck stops when I was a kid with my
Really?
dad.
That's
Like
so
down
weird.
south, like Louisiana, Georgia, Florida. Oh yeah, dude. So bad shit. It was so good. I'd probably have to go with
number 3. We're doing in reverse order, right?
no. I'm.
Why the fuck did you
Knee-High's
start with
number
the best one?
Knee-High's
Oh,
number one.
dude, you don't know
Yeah.
how this works.
Oh, sorry.
No, you start with the bottom one because it builds
Oh, fuck.
anticipation
Okay, so
and
the
shit.
worst one would probably be Fanta.
Fanta. Fanta is garbage.
Fanta's garbage.
Fanta
It's-
across the board is garbage.
Yeah,
But I
not
do
good.
have
It's
to
just-
say that Fanta Apple
no.
represent.
No,
Pineapple is alright.
No,
Dude,
the
so would
Fanta
you-
Apple, I can get down with that
Daniel,
shit.
would you say that you want a Fanta?
No.
Don't you want to?
Don't you want a Fanta?
What are they alluding to?
I don't. It seemed very sexual. It
I don't
like
know.
that whole
Yeah.
commercial seemed extremely sexual.
With the sexy Brazilian. Why are they all Brazilian bitches? Like,
Were they Brazilian?
They-
I
But
thought it was
why
mixed
not?
race.
You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Really?
why not all?
I mean,
beautiful Brazilian.
but
Diversity.
you know what's fucked up though is I believe the grape one was black. Like she was black. The grape
She was
fancy
like-
girl was black. She should
That
be
is kind
like.
of fucked up.
She should be a California girl. Like
yeah,
California
they should have.
raisins.
They should have really
It
like.
should have been Katy
I like
Perry.
how people, in an attempt to not be racist, just
Katy
do
Perry
exactly
should have
the
been the
opposite
Fanta
of the
grape
thing
girl.
that would be
Yeah.
racist. So it's like instead of a black person that's going to represent grape cola, let's get a white girl. You know, that would be such a Hollywood move.
Yeah, but they didn't do that. I think
It's too
orange
bad.
soda was a white person. I'm just
That
surprised
makes
they didn't.
sense.
They
You've
didn't
got to
make
be
them
really
all
fucking
black
white.
people. They're just all black.
Right?
Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious. It would have been great if it was like, I don't know, like trailer trash. You know what I mean? Like if RC Cola did one, it would all be trailer trash.
Oh my god. RC Cola and Moon Pies. Like,
Dude, I had a very disappointing moment this last week. My sister told me that she enjoys Mr. Pibb Extra over Dr. Pepper.
what?
Yes.
We sold Pib Extra at my work, and I just thought it was
What
dumpster
work?
garbage. At Camping World.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
I shouldn't say
Current
where I
work.
work, but yeah, where I currently work. They had freaking Pib Extra is garbage. Like,
Yeah, it's a
sold out of
really
it really
subpar.
fast though.
That is
Popular
a
stuff.
really subpar
They
thing.
sell it at the movie theaters, and they're always like, "Can I get Dr. Pepper with my popcorn?" They're like,
Mm.
"You want Pib?" I'll be like, "Guess I'll have tap water." You know, like,
Yeah,
why
of
would?
course.
That's not the best option. Anyways,
No, it's garbage. It's really, really bad. You should just pour piss in a can.
the
and just
best,
say,
the
"Here you
best
go."
soda in town though, the best food soda combination in town, hands down.
Uh-huh.
Go to Chick-fil-A,
Mm.
Chick-fil-A sandwich, cherry Coke, all day long.
I didn't realize they had cherry Coke at
They
Chick-fil-A's.
do. I know
wonder
not
if
a lot of people
that's.
know that, but they have cherry Coke, and it's fucking amazing.
I want to know.
the
There's some
Chick-fil-A
chains, like for instance, McDonald's. Their sodas are always the same.
Yeah.
Like no matter which one you go into,
No,
it's
that's not true.
pretty
I
much
went
the
to
same.
Clovis like a few years ago. I was at Clovis, and I
Mm-hmm.
went to that McDonald's there, and they had Fruitopia.
Wow.
You remember Fruitopia?
Fruitopia.
Yeah, it was so fucking good.
That's the best name possible. The
Yeah.
Fruitopia and Shasta. I think Shasta is a great name.
Do you
for a
remember
soda.
the Orbs? So you might be too
No.
young.
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude,
I don't remember.
do you remember Orbs, Joe? It was like these nasty glass bottles. They looked like the inside of a lava lamp, pretty much, because they had little like waxy balls that floated around in them.
Those
And
are
the
just your
drink was
dad's nuts.
disgusting, and the beads were fucking horrible as too. But I wanted them so bad because like marketing. I don't know. Like, I was
Waxy-
just like, they look.
You
so
say
good.
waxy balls. Could you get them out of there?
Yeah, you just had to drink them. That was pretty much it.
You
They
just had to
floated
drink
in
the.
there.
You
Yeah,
just
they
drank them.
Yeah, they just floated in there. And
You weren't
just drank
supposed
them.
to drink. You weren't supposed to swallow them.
No,
You
yeah,
just-
yeah, you were. You were supposed to just drink the whole thing. You've never seen that before?
I've never heard of that.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah.
you got a bubbly soda with 2 wax balls in it. and
No,
you-
not two, like hundreds.
Oh
of,
shit! Okay.
hundreds of little wax beads.
Now I want to have this. That sounds like boba tea. Have you had boba tea?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
like that, but
Similar.
not good.
Mm.
Like disgusting. You
I
can
wrote a-
look it up. If we had Google, you can look it up. Look it up on your phone. It says Orbs. Freaking-
So Fanta is one of the shittier ones.
Fanta is one of the shitty ones. I like more of the craft brewed. They have actually
Okay.
craft brewed sodas now, like more of the craft brewed style where they use a real cane sugar.
Oh, that's cool.
They'll use like distilled water, make it all freaking nice and
Right,
good.
right. Blue Sky sodas and whatnot.
Yeah, I like Blue Sky. Blue Sky's
Blue
so
Sky is
good.
badass.
I hate to say this, but I'll drink LaCroix.
Yeah, I will too.
God,
Represent.
it's pretty good.
You ever had a LaCroix?
LaCroix? I don't know.
LaCroix,
Is that what you
That's
say?
when
Is that how
you
you
use
say it? I don't know how to say it.
LaCroix instead
LaCroix
of
is
tonic
correct.
water.
What
Is that
about a
right?
Topo Chico? Have you ever had a Topo?
Topo Chico. Here's the thing about a Topo Chico.
Topo Chico's pretty
represent as
Topo
well.
Chico is not what Mexicans drink, but it keeps its bubbles much longer.
Yeah.
No, they drink that.
Agua mineral.
Yeah,
That's what
which
they drink.
is legit.
It is, but the bubbles don't last as long.
That's true. The bubbles
See?
are bigger with Topo Chico.
I appreciate that about a Topo Chico.
I like how we're having a very intricate conversation about beverages right
No,
now.
this is good.
We're gonna be
this
talking
is-
about anything in the world, and we're like, what you like to drink.
anyone's
I like-
opinion can come in
I
on
like
this too. That's
Topo
the thing.
Chico.
Anyone
yeah.
listening to this right now, which there will be people who listen to
Yeah,
this.
just tweet us right now and we'll respond to you.
Right.
Yeah. Find me on
Tweet us.
Facebook, JJ Howell. Call me a pussy for drinking LaCroix. I don't care.
No one gives a
I'll-
shit. I guarantee you, Paul will have an opinion that he texts me. Dude, literally after every episode,
Oh
I'll
my
get a
God.
text from Paul. I want to read this because it's just
Paul,
so fun.
Paul, just tag me on Facebook with whatever bullshit you're
Like,
gonna
what
send
do
my
you-
way.
what do you
Actually,
mean,
you know
Paul?
what? We're gonna
Okay.
call him after I read his review.
All right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to read his
That's
review
funny.
on air while I'm talking to him.
Okay,
How
yeah.
does that sound? Okay.
That sounds fine.
I'm gonna call him and put him on speaker.
Good plan.
Yeah, man. Let me get his name up here.
How are you doing while he's on the phone? I like your orange hat.
Thank you.
What is it? Draplin Design Company?
Yeah, I got it today because Aaron Draplin, he's this graphic designer who I didn't know who he was, honestly, until my coworker
You're
said
buying
that.
merch of graphic designers have merch teams now?
Oh, for sure they do.
Hello?
Hey, Paul. Can you hear us?
Hey, faggot.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Am I on right now?
Yeah, man. You're on air. I wanted to go over. Well, first of all, I'm not gonna be fucking rude. How are you doing?
Hi,
Hey,
Paul.
I'm doing well, man. And you?
Love you, Paul.
You know, I can't complain. Doing okay. Checking your levels and stuff. We want to do something special. Okay. I want to read your commentary on week before
This is so
last
fucking dumb.
episode, so that people kind of get a taste for how ingrained you are into this minute podcast, and then we'll just let you add anything additional that you had. How does that sound?
Sounds like,
Can you still hear
sounds like a plan, bro. Do it.
Cool, man. I'm gonna wait till you
That's
guys are
not
finished
working.
talking.
How about now?
Yeah, just like, don't talk for a second.
Are we good?
What do you think? Yeah, I'm here. Hey, I'm about to pull over right now and shut my truck off because I was driving. So,
That's very nice. I appreciate you going through this concern for the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, you're really working for it, you know?
that's what you gotta do, man. Okay, can you hear me a lot better now?
Oh, dude, I can hear you great.
Okay.
I
So,
can't hear you at
Paul,
all.
you were on the show probably 2 months ago. I think I checked the date the other day. That was a while back.
That was my
Man, it
first
seemed like
time
longer.
on the
It's
show.
been longer?
It was your first time.
It seems like it was longer. It seemed like, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it was a little bit back. That's really crazy, man. Your episode, at the time when we posted it, it got the most listens, too. So it had probably like
The most
400
listens.
plays. So you were our first podcast to go over like 350, which was a pretty big deal at that time, you know? Actually, shout out, we just crossed 10,000, which is a huge milestone for
Yeah,
You're welcome.
I just want to say thank you to everyone
Man, that's
who
good, man,
has
because,
supported the scene and all that.
representation matters.
Is that
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
power to you?
Yeah, man, I think it's a big deal. I think it's really cool that we had like that. We've had this much support for it is really shocking to me, and a lot of it too is local as well.
Local
Especially-
support.
yeah, especially early
Shout
on.
out.
Like we had so many people who were
Shout out.
hitting the
Local
podcast. You
support.
know, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I appreciate having you on too because you brought a level of like real shit to the podcast that we weren't like getting. I think up until that point. That was Daniel's first episode too. You know, so
Yeah, what up?
What did he
Word
bring to the
up.
podcast?
PR.
I should listen to these.
just energy, man. Like,
Yeah, you
just-
should listen to them. It's actually like, it's really like, if anything, our current is that it's just a group of friends having a weekly conversation, and
That's a good point.
they're funny. So it's,
Oh, man.
I feel like it's like therapy sometimes.
Yeah, I think
You're
it's
putting
good.
pressure on me now.
I try and make sure that it brings in subjects of general interest. So anyone who's
General
listening to this,
interest.
and I try and bring funny people on the podcast.
Like soda
who wanna
pop.
roll with
Soda
it,
pop
you
is
know?
a general interest. Hey, Paul, what's your favorite grape soda? Ask Paul what his favorite grape soda is.
Daniel,
I bet you he says Fanta. $5 he says Fanta. Ask him his favorite.
Paul, what's your favorite grape soda?
favorite grape soda?
Yeah, yeah.
There's more than Welch's?
There's more than Welch's, he says.
Welch's?
Welch's
grape?
is not even a soda.
That's
bro.
grape juice.
That's grape
That's
juice.
juice.
No, Welch's has a grape.
Paul,
grape
I
soda,
asked
bro.
you what your favorite grape soda was. Not what your favorite communion drink was.
Seriously, wait, does Welch?
No,
Are we gonna be
Welch's does have a
assholes?
grape soda.
Does
It was
Welch?
Sunkist and Welch's, because there's a Sunkist orange soda as well. But in
Actually, I think he might be right.
We say Coke. So it's
Son?
orange
No, I'm
Coke.
serious. I
shit.
think there actually
Come on,
might
man.
be a
You're not a
great
true fucking Texan.
Welch's.
I don't know what
So
the fuck he
Paul's
said.
saying that there actually is a soda and a grape juice that they do, which makes sense because you've already got the grape juice, so why not just add bubbles? Does Welch's grape soda taste good?
It's fucking delicious, man. I didn't know there was more than Welch's grape soda or Coke. I call it Coke.
I mean, if you Google Welch's, the second thing to pop up is grape soda.
Really? I had no
Yeah.
idea. It must be shitty. It's got to be so.
No, I've
no,
seen it
it's
before.
amazing. It's straight from the source, man.
I've seen it before. It looks pretty legit. Yeah,
It's
I've
like,
had
where
this
does
before.
grape soda come from?
I guess it's
Grape juice.
It
Doesn't
hasn't.
though, because it
That
never
makes
says
so much
juice on
sense to
there.
me.
But I feel like I drink a lot of grape sodas, and I would remember it. So it can't be that good
No,
if I don't
there's no
No,
remember
it's
it.
got to be good.
There's no way it's that good. I
But
feel like I would
Paul's
drink
fat.
nothing
Paul's
else.
fatter than me, so he might be more of an expert on
Did you hear that?
soda.
No, tell him
Wow,
to speak up.
that is such a shame. Okay, JJ
Just
just said.
wait till he hears the podcast. I mean,
JJ said.
Also, weren't you going to read a text? That
Yes,
you sent?
I said-
Okay,
yeah,
let's do that.
Paul,
Let's just do this.
Paul, I said you were fat. I was joking. You're not fat. You're husky. It's fine.
He's definitely
He can't
not
hear you.
dissing you right now. So
I'm
I wouldn't
not.
worry
I
about
That's
love
the
you,
beauty of
dude.
this.
I love Paul. Paul's great. I love working with Paul. He's awesome. Paul, I
Solid.
love you.
it. Okay, I want to read this. This is gonna be difficult because I'm gonna have to drop some heat here, and you're gonna have to fucking like just roll with it. Listening to your podcast right now with your wifey, Boo. I like how your wife said you didn't get the Maury Povich reference because you were homeschooled. What I inferred is that homeschooling is for faggots. Would you like to comment on that first?
Yeah, that's what you're saying, man. She should have been nice about it.
You don't have anything to add. I like that you're not even backing down a tiny bit.
This is,
No, she was just being nice about it.
All
I
right.
like her to quote,
I see.
he thinks you're a faggot. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Right.
So, third thing, how does someone feel like they're eating your food? I can watch the Food Network all day or the Pizza Show on the Vice channel, and not once will I ever feel like I just took a bite of a fucking pizza. All watching those shows do piss me off. Although watching those shows do piss me off. I'm not going to watch Fight Club Marathon and at the end of the day feel like I'm Brad fucking Pitt. But I'm still the same middle-aged, balding, disgusting fat body. I like that you use fat body a lot because you do diss everyone.
But
Yeah,
he's critical of himself.
I gotta myself, man. I mean, I gotta beat you too. It's like Eminem.
At least you're self-aware. That's the first step.
The self-awareness thing is beautiful, you know?
That's good.
And then I had another thing to read on here, and this is kind of a bomb, okay? So everyone kind of gets dissed on this. Paul, you have a nickname for Daniel that I've not told him yet. So I feel like, getting this out on air would probably help. I'm just going to read this message.
Is
get
it muffins?
Actually, no, hold up. You might not be referring to Daniel with this, so I don't know. I'm just going to read it, and you guys draw your own conclusions as
That's
to who this could be
probably about
referring to. Point number 2. I like when you told Dan the retard that his life is a joke. However, you got him a zinger. You got him a zinger when he said that you were on stage and pretended to be funny. Bro, you text like a third grader. Fucking read your novel.
I was using talk to text, man. There's a lot of bumpy roads out
Oh,
here.
you're using talk and text. That's why it's all fucking weird.
Yeah, because he doesn't know how to talk.
Because he doesn't know. Oh my god. Daniel, comment please. Who do you think that's referring to, first of all?
I mean, he can
I mean,
call
he said
me dumb.
Dan the retard. So
Dan the retard, that's the nickname.
Daniel Radcliffe,
I'm not
obviously.
trying to be like a comedian. I'm just trying to make sure that things get recorded.
Daniel
Last name is
Radcliffe.
not the retard?
Did you hear him?
What?
Yes, wait, your last name's not the retard?
That's fucked up.
It's false.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
I
supposed to say
don't know
that.
how that shit works, man.
Oh my god.
Do you say he's
All
not
right.
a wordsmith?
Well, I think we've gotten the commentary from you that we needed. Do we have anything else we needed to talk over? Any words you want to get on the podcast?
No, I think you should have a critique about the podcast
No,
while the
let's
podcast
hear
is
it.
going.
That's great. What's your critique of the podcast?
So
Yeah,
far.
so
Like,
far.
how are we doing so
Tell
far?
us about this episode so far. How do you think this grape soda thing's going? Should we keep up with it? You can't hear me at all.
Are you talking to me? You want to know what my critique is so far?
Yes, we want to know what
Yeah.
your critique of the podcast is so far.
Yeah,
Specifically to grape soda.
specifically grape soda.
No, fuck that shit. That's lame. What I like how you you're getting people that are in the Lubbock comedy scene, man. That's what I like, dude. Just keep on bringing new people that we ain't heard on here yet, man. And keep on pushing, keep on driving that conversation. I like that. That's what we're gonna talk about. Doing that show with
I'm
your
not in the
cops
Lubbock
and doing
comedy
dive
scene.
bars and shit around here.
But
Yeah, man. No, it's true. I am trying to bring on as many people as possible. Like, get everybody an opportunity to come on talking shit, you know.
We should just have everybody
my-
here one day.
Oh man, that would be a
That'd be
madhouse.
insanity. We already talk over each other. The best line of this podcast.
Here's what we should do. Okay, we should rent a hotel room and have like a comics only party, and just see what happens.
It's gonna be a lot of
That would be insane.
crying and jerking off. I'm assuming
The very best thing anyone has ever
Probably
said.
really awkward, actually.
it is. It's,
Yeah.
The very best thing that anyone has ever said about this podcast was when Kendall was on last week, and he said, "I think we all four need our own separate podcasts," which is so true because I bring on the most verbose people in the fucking planet to a podcast, and it's literally sometimes like 4 people monologuing. It's so bad at times because it's like, especially in the earlier episodes, it was rough because it was like 4 people talking at the exact same time, no single line of consciousness, you know.
nope.
No, the
Not
early
at all.
podcast was that dude talking to himself in the closet while he was masturbating.
I'm so glad Adam Knight came out of the podcast and then promptly handed the podcast off to me.
Shout out to you. We respect you and are thankful for you.
Hi, Adam. I don't know what happened to you. Is he alive?
Yeah, Adam Knight.
Where is he?
Yeah, one of
He's
these
in
days
Lubbock.
he might be like, "Hey, I want to be back on the podcast now."
It's like,
He does not care. He's out of the comedy scene, man.
why?
Just straight up. Like, here's what happened with Adam is I called him one day because he hadn't been on the podcast in a couple of months. And I was like, dude, so are you planning on coming back to this? And he's like, not really. It's like, can I just have the podcast? And he was like, sure. So he just like gave it to me and then was like, poof, gone. He texts me sometimes about like political stuff and that's about it.
Yeah, like, can you believe like Trump today?
What'd he do?
What
I
did
just
he
feel
do?
like that would be like the most general text that you could get. Like these
What
days,
did he do?
to where it's like something happened, but it's also kind of like, oh, well,
Speaking
what
about
the
politics,
fuck did he do today?
Right.
Yeah. Been thinking about politics.
He's still on the phone.
Okay, Paul, do you have any more comments
Just
to
hang
make?
up on him. Just hang up on him.
Yeah, I got a lot of comments.
Okay, great.
Yeah, there you go.
I just and I'm not picking back up because that's the best way possible to end that.
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
do
I
not
got-
need 4 people monologuing at
We
this
really
point.
don't.
All of us, we all
What?
could talk the whole fucking time by ourselves and have it be an interesting podcast.
Probably not.
Really? You think so?
Oh,
You put
yeah,
a lot
you
of
could-
pressure on me.
Dude, you could easily do an hour and a half, JJ.
Oh yeah,
Easily. And I know that because that's basically what happened when we drove to Hobbs together. Fucking
That's
an hour and
true.
a half there and an hour and a half back. You
I
don't
will
need
just-
any help.
I will just talk for days about anything at all. I don't
Man.
really care. Just give me a topic and I'll talk about it.
I don't even give a fuck. You'll spill the beans.
This skater is about to kill himself.
I hope so.
He is so moody.
We need to give Daniel a corner. And we're
Look how
gonna call
moody
it
that dude
Eva.
is.
Daniel Clayton's video podcast, where
Video.
it's just Daniel explaining things that are going on in a visual format.
Like, God, this dude's.
I don't know
tripping.
why we're watching this.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, he's skateboarding.
We always
He's
turn on
really-
Vimeo. For the listeners who don't know what's going on, we always turn on Vimeo and we have something playing in the background to stimulate creativity. I guess. Is that
It's the
process?
fashion channel, and I watch it silent because it's just interesting.
Yeah, because
That's
fashion
fascinating.
is silent. You know what I mean?
Well,
It
maybe.
shouldn't be loud. It should be quiet.
I think what these people are doing is it's like visual poetry, you know, because. And I think maybe some of these like fashion brands
Visual
are, like,
poetry. You
are
mean
taking,
like
like,
movies?
poems. Well, they're not movies, and it doesn't really tell a story.
Like a
It's
stand-up
just
special?
like really like badass moments, like good looking moments.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh.
Pretty fucking cool, dude. And
So
it's the thing you care about, video. You know
why
what I
are
mean?
we?
yeah, it is my field.
It is tough that this is not a visual format. Otherwise, we could talk about it all day long. We could literally have
I'd
videos
say
of
we're
it
not.
playing. You know what I mean?
Really?
But that's where it's at.
So what is everybody else doing today? What have you done
Who's
today?
everybody else?
I don't know. You
What did
guys.
I do today?
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about my fucking day.
Okay, let's not
Right?
talk about our day. I thought about becoming president today.
Did you really?
Why?
Why would you want to become president?
Well, I mean, why not?
That's not. Are you
Yeah.
a comedian or what? Why would you want to become president?
I
What the
think
fuck?
it'd be fun. I think I have.
That
Does
chair
Donald Trump look
reclines.
like he's having fun right now?
Yeah. Well, I think
What
I
the
have.
fuck are you?
No, I'll have good solution. I'll have very simple solutions to all the problems.
Oh, okay. What global warming? What's your solution?
Global warming.
Yeah.
We'll put up windmills and they'll cool everything down.
The opiate crisis. What's your solution?
Opiate crisis. Legalize pot. Like we'll just legalize everything.
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 Opiates?
It will open methadone clinics and help people get clean, and you can't get fired. You know, because they do that in Portugal actually, and their crime rates have gone down. Unemployment's gone down. They have more productive citizens.
Childhood obesity.
Childhood obesity. Oh, that's easy. I would just put more sanctions on fast food restaurants so that they'd have to withhold their food to a higher quality standard, more like European standards. And also make sure that we properly fund schools and education programs so that the kids have decent quality food to eat and also have a shorter school day so we're not putting so much pressure on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also have a shortened work week, probably like a 30-hour work week with a higher minimum wage to take care of people. You know, have more of a healthcare thought out there, take some stress off of people because less stress and you have legalized drugs. I mean, everyone's going to chill the fuck out, get along a little bit better. I mean, problem solved. Immigration, easy. I'm just going to take the Statue of Liberty and put it in a different country. So all the immigrants
We're giving it
go
away.
there.
It's your job. It's the magnet. We're just gonna put the magnet
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah. It
all
says
the things will go that way.
it says give me your whatever. I don't
Tired
know.
and
What,
hungry.
yeah, we're
Give me
just
your
gonna
weak and homeless. Give me your deadbeat comedians.
we're gonna move that to somewhere else.
That's cool, dude. What
Oh.
country?
I mean-
this is the problem too. You're saying president of the United States, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. What about? And this is a problem. You understand it very well. Single parenting.
I mean, I'm definitely
you're not a
pro-life.
Are you a
So-
single parent?
I mean, no,
We've contributed to it.
not really. Yeah, I've contributed.
What's your solution?
Sounds like it's more on your
Free
side.
birth control. Free birth control for women,
Ooh.
But
so
it
that they
sounds
can
like-
have more control over their bodies. Like I'm pro-choice, so abortion, whatever. I mean, healthy, safe alternatives, so that population control needs to be something established.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like if you have a higher minimum wage, a lower, like less stressful work week, like you
Yeah.
have to work less hours to make the same amount of money, and your work days are cut, to where you only work X amount of hours. Stress will just go down a
That's
lot
true.
for everybody, which means we'll probably get more back to where people will have more time to spend with their kids and put towards actually building a happy family. And then
Yeah.
you wouldn't have, all those issues. But then also let like homosexual couples or even people who are homosexual who might be single adopt children out of orphanages and help
Wait,
all of that
they
shit.
can't?
I mean,
What's Modern Family all about?
they kind of fuck that bullshit up.
Oh,
Like they're trying to keep them from doing it,
That's
and
weird.
it's like there's a lot of weird rules to it. It's I like just make it super easy for them to be able to do that.
okay. I'm gonna tell a story real quick.
Okay.
Because just give me like 2 seconds to set this up. Last week on the podcast, we had Adam S. Talfa on, and
Yeah.
he comes from an extremely conservative background, and he wanted to tell his life story. And he said something on the podcast that I feel like I just want to play this clip again so that we get it out there. We were talking about his childhood and how he just didn't feel right, and how last year he made a decision, and in his words,
I have a vagina. I have a vagina.
he said that, like, I mean,
What
and
did he
so
say?
he said
I have a vagina.
that.
He has a vagina.
Wait.
What, do you guys want to hear it one more time? What he
Yeah.
said?
He says, "I have a
I have a
vagina."
vagina.
Yeah. You hear him?
Yeah, I definitely got the hard V on that. Like
Okay.
a buh.
Well, this is the thing. I cropped out everything before and after because I didn't want people to hear the tears of joy that we were crying. Because I gave him a big old hug, if you recall from the last podcast.
Yeah.
I kissed him on both of his cheeks, and I
His
said,
butt cheeks.
"I'll always accept you, son." And then we moved on, But it was
Did I miss something?
a beautiful moment, man. And wait, did you not listen to the last episode?
No.
Oh well, go back. If you didn't listen to it, you can go back and listen to it.
Go back and
Because,
listen to that. Like,
Again,
this
this
all
moment
makes
did
sense.
happen on the Joke So Funny podcast last episode.
I have a vagina.
he has a
so-
vagina.
I just don't think that is as funny.
Hmm.
Like, does he have a vagina though? Like,
Actually, we got some flack over the last
Oh, we're gonna get real
podcast.
now.
I'm just saying that
This motherfucker, here's what happens. I will go break the fourth wall, and he'll be like, why do you break the fourth wall? And then you spend the rest of the episode breaking the fourth wall the moment there is one.
yeah.
Never. We have 2 walls right now. We need 1 wall gone, and it's going to be literally just a roof on the floor, and we're going to be sleeping underneath it.
I don't know what's going on right now.
It's the shed.
That's right.
Neither
Oh,
do
man.
we. Welcome to Jokes So Funny, the podcast.
Yeah, it's going really
where the
well.
guests
this
have
time.
the same
I-
amount of control as the hosts.
I feel like
Yeah.
when John Lewis asked you about your political stance,
Yeah.
like I had no idea I was going to get every issue
Well, yeah.
that you have an opinion.
Well, wait, did you
He's a
like?
comedian. My goal was to try and drive out his funny solutions to stuff, which he gave us 1 or 2 for.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, I don't.
Did
have
you-
to argue.
did you expect me
This
not
is
to
what
have,
I'm
like,
angry at you for.
I had like somewhat serious answers for this.
Yeah.
Was I not supposed to have a serious answer?
You had deadpan serious answers for most of this.
You're like, I would
yeah.
give every fat child a free meal and legalize insulin.
Guys, I told you I spent all
talking about
day
fucking-
figuring out how to become president.
You're
Like,
talking about the fucking greats of pregnancy. You're talking about fucking
You're literally-
opiate crisis in Spain.
You're
Like,
gonna transform
Portugal.
this economy.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like
Yeah.
the things that you're talking
No,
about.
I
you're
do want to
doing-
talk fiscal issues with the presidential candidate J.J. Howell. What party
Yeah.
are you going to run on?
oh man, shit. I don't. Which one?
Everyone's going to be running on the Democratic Party.
You're
Yeah.
just gonna
I
stick
don't feel
your
like
toe
you're
in
gonna win
each
that
one until they,
Yeah, I'm not
they
gonna-
bite. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
How are you
Uh,
going to win?
I don't know, man. Like,
Facebook.
You thought
yeah.
all day about this and you didn't think about how you were going to
see,
win?
my problem though
He
is
needs
I
a
got
campaign manager.
I got a I got a pass. So as soon as that comes up, I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. They're gonna be like, but see, like I think Donald Trump's making it easy. They'll be like, you know what? I mean, he's got a couple of baby mamas,
This is how bad it's
but
going to be.
he's been trying really hard. Like, do I have to stop smoking pot though? Like, that might be the horrible downside
I don't
of
know.
not becoming president.
Do you have to stop smoking weed?
Nah,
when you're
I think-
president? They don't
I-
drug test the president.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do you have to pass a drug test to
and
become
then it's
president?
like Obama was like unusually chill on it.
Yeah, Obama was like,
He
I
was
smoke
very
pot.
chill.
Dude, I'd legalize weed so fast. That'd be the first thing I did. Like free weed. Like also, I mean, it just makes sense because you can legalize hemp. Hemp is a way better fiber than cotton, and our farmers need are more resourceful. Like, dude, I actually have like a good plan on becoming
I
president.
like how you have like the
Yeah.
3 topics that every pot smoker brings up in the first 5 minutes.
That's
of
true.
smoking.
And that it's medicine. That's
It's
my favorite
medicine.
one.
It's better material than cotton, and usually it goes into the cotton lobby or
I
something
haven't
like
even
that.
said anything about it being medicine at all.
I just knew that
Not
was
one
coming
bit.
up.
No,
Yeah.
those are like the 3 though.
It makes
those
pizza
those are
taste
the 3
better.
stereotypical
Medicine.
things.
It makes pizza taste better.
It's medicine.
It makes cartoons funnier.
Mm.
Have you ever watched Shrek 3 stoned off your ass?
I've never watched Shrek 3, period, man.
I mean, you're
but
fucking up your
I would-
life. Then Shrek 3 is really
Nah,
good.
Shrek 2 was where it was at.
Nah,
Back
Shrek
in the
3 's
day,
pretty
I
good.
would
Shrek
I
3 's
would watch
decent.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Like while I was under
That's
the
a good one.
influence. Yeah, it's
Do you like
fucking
the
great.
Clone Wars?
No.
I mean, it's weird to have an opinion on it, but Ahsoka, she lives.
wasn't
Shout
she a
out to my
child?
people. Back then she was. Now in Rebels, she is
So you're just
Bonafide.
recruiting
Oh, wait,
her?
wait, wait. Hold up. So there's a character that's in Rebels that
Was
was,
in Clone Wars.
in the Clone Wars? I didn't
for
realize
sure.
that.
There's a
Yeah,
handful
he
of
wants to
them.
tag it.
Like Rex.
I don't know who the
clone.
fuck Rex is.
No fucking.
I'm like I'm a purist with the canon. I don't like.
Oh, that's pure. That's as pure as water.
It
That is
yeah.
canon.
Really?
There's some
It
trippy
is.
shit that happens.
Okay, explain
Yeah.
the plot line because I don't know what's happening.
So in Clone Wars, it's a little complicated.
It's
But there-
before Anakin fucks all the children in the world. Up.
Yeah. Okay, so
I thought you were
know
just gonna say fucks all the children in the world.
So
I was
like
gonna
there's
say,
a
you watch
couple of
something else.
episodes that are really good, like the Mortis arc in the Clone Wars.
Mhm.
Like people are starting to open up their minds to it because it's
Uh.
really like trippy.
Duh.
And
Hey, I
then-
don't know. That sounds like you went into Lord of the Rings and pulled some shit out. Mortis art.
Da, 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 da.
What's that?
It's a so what happens is that Anakin and Ahsoka they get trapped by this like Jedi planet temple place, right?
Jedi Temple Place.
What episode is this?
And then like Anakin has to like level the shit, the Force.
When did this happen?
Oh my god!
like several years ago.
In the Clone Wars?
But it could have been
Yes,
centuries ago,
It was in
dude.
theaters.
That's
No,
the-
wait. Clone Wars is the Clone Wars is the
animated one.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is dog shit then. Those
No, it's
whoa.
not.
Yeah,
No.
they're
I
horse
swear to
shit.
God.
It's actually really good.
It is really
they're fucking
good.
okay,
dog shit.
so-
I'm purist, man. You're 6. I need 6 episodes. I barely accepted the prequels. You know.
Oh man,
So I
One,
want-
Tier
Whoa,
three,
whoa,
One
whoa.
Tier 3 is good.
You're getting really like comfortable there.
Sorry, man.
Star Wars
Sorry,
is.
I just really
You can
felt like
hear
sitting
every
in your lap
movement.
because I needed. You know.
I don't know. I like Star Wars.
You like?
But I think I'm done with Star Wars though.
Why?
Really?
Why?
It's just getting. I mean, it's too much
It's
nowadays.
just getting good.
No, it's not. It's getting worse.
No way.
Spoiler alert. Why did Princess Leia stay on the ship and sacrifice herself? Because then you don't have to bring her ass back. Why was she the one to survive?
That was bizarre.
You're gonna kill Luke Skywalker but keep the dead bitch alive?
When Carrie Fisher's already dead.
Carrie Fisher's
That's such a
exactly.
stupid-
That
You can't
is
bring her back.
an interesting problem.
You can't bring her back. You
That-
should have kept Luke
This is
Skywalker
what's
alive.
so magical about Star Wars is that like it's like a great math problem. It's like each time the plot
Now they're thinking,
presents more
how
problems.
the fuck do we kill
they-
Carrie Fisher
Yeah,
again?
how do they solve this problem and
Yeah.
still tell a great story?
interesting
Not
story.
kill Luke Skywalker because he was fucking beast mode.
But
and
here,
we
get
wanted
this,
Luke
Here's
right?
the real problem here, though. Daniel, have you had a franchise that you feel like has burned out?
Oh yeah, Lord
Fast
of the
and
Rings.
Furious.
Lord of the Rings is over.
What do you mean Lord of the Rings was burned out? They
It's
only ever
over
had
for the
4
next
books.
20 years.
I mean, he's probably including the
Oh.
Hobbit films.
Oh yeah, the Hobbit
Oh, you're
films
saying because
ruined
of the
it.
films. Okay, got
And
it.
like the original Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings is so fucking good.
Did you think we're talking about books?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck,
Fuck
do you mean
no,
he wrote like
dude.
5 books?
so? Like it's
I've
like how do
never
you
even
follow that
read-
up?
I've read like 4 pages of Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is bizarre because
It took me 12 years to read those 4 pages of the Lord of the Rings.
You weren't exactly a bookworm, were you?
No, I mean I read good, but I just didn't like to.
Read porno as well.
I mean the articles are good. I learned how to eat pussy pretty well.
You got
I
something
learned
out of it.
okay, no, like okay, for reals, this is weird. I think my parents fucked up and fucked me up when I was a kid because I had cable TV in my room
Okay.
since I was like 8 years old, and I
Wow.
had HBO. So I remember like my first opening to like
so you're cultured.
sexual worlds was like the early 90s like
Oh, wow.
real sex videos.
Wow.
And they're like, this is how you give a hand job. And
What
these
the
people
hell?
like to pretend they're ponies. And I like watching this as a kid, I'm like, those are some titties and that's awesome. And
And it's also though it's
Yeah.
very like it's highbrow. It's not like
Oh, it's
not
highbrow.
as it's not as smutty as a lot
yeah,
of the
real
stuff that-
sex is very highbrow, classy, softcore porno. I mean,
I was talking like
when you're talking about highbrow softcore porno, I'm thinking of real sex on HBO. That's definitely,
that's an interesting way to get
it's
into
not
it.
some
It's
hustler
really
shit.
odd.
Hustler
Yeah,
was.
that's classy,
Yeah.
high grade softcore porn.
Yeah, HBO is like
It's
high
weird to
quality
me.
softcore porn.
It's crazy to me to think that like a guy's exposure to pornography is so different than it was like
Oh,
20,
back in the
30,
day?
40 years ago, you know? Like I
You
was
had
listening
to
to
be
a group
looking for that shit
Oh yeah, I
if you
talked
were back in the day. Now
Have you guys
it's
ever
just
been
like-
on Tumblr? Oh my
It's like everywhere now.
God.
You
it's
can't
everywhere.
escape it.
Everyone
Fuck.
has porno everywhere.
Pornhub, X Hamster, RedTube.
People are basically walking around jacking
What's other
off
ones?
now.
What's your favorite porn site, John?
Well, you go through like in stages of your life, you go through like places that you frequent. You
Yeah,
know?
sure.
So it's like
yeah,
maybe I'm reading
myfreepaysite.com.
maybe I'm reading Wired.com
Uh,
and I just switch over to Gizmodo.
yeah,
You know,
gotcha.
like it's the same thing with
For
your
your porn?
porn site. You
I
know,
like how
That
it's talking
sounds more
about
like my
news sites and I'm
pornography.
over here
Yeah,
like
where it's
Wired
like-
Gizmodo.
you just kind of like you just find your spot and you're like, oh,
Craigslist.
this is
used
where
to-
I'm at.
They took out the ads on Craigslist. You can't.
Wait,
you
Craig,
can't-
there was porn on Craigslist?
no, there wasn't porn, but
Oh,
there
you're
was
changing subjects.
No, I mean, kinda, not really. You could.
That's a yes.
You could solicit sex from people off of Craigslist. Be like,
Oh,
hey,
I gotcha.
But
So
it's
like
the
Mr.
lowest
Counter
form
for-
of human connection. Sorry, I don't
Yeah.
mean to step on you, but that is the lowest form of human connection.
it is.
Just going on Craigslist and being like, you're like, all right, which couch am I gonna pick up?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
which one?
Like, yeah, I mean,
oh,
so
I
is
think
a
I like
thrifty
this one.
nickel.
But
then.
now you can't try to find a date on Craigslist, so now you have to stick to Tinder exclusively or Grindr.
Or maybe like just make a real relationship with someone.
Wait.
Why
So
would you do
going
that?
back, so you're saying finding a couch on Craigslist is a shitty thing to do, or are you comparing the act of finding someone to sleep with as the same as
Yes.
finding a couch? Okay.
The way
Yes.
it's sold there, it's like
Sure.
you're looking for
It's extremely
new
materialistic.
toaster.
I just can't wait till you can like shop for pussy on Facebook like market.
Pornography
I'm
is
sure
an
you could. I'm
extremely
sure-
disconnected thing as well, too.
The weird
though.
thing about Facebook is that there's private communities.
Mhm.
So it's like within the private community, if you don't report certain things, then it lives.
Mm.
So Facebook doesn't know it exists. So, or maybe they do, they just permit it. So like I'm in communities where like there's models or like people are like promoting their photography. Occasionally something like a little like risky will get on there.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude,
And nobody says anything.
I've seen Facebook things where it's just like dudes banging chicks like in the group blog.
On Facebook?
Like, yeah, they
Lord.
don't give a fuck. People don't care anymore. It's like I'm gonna go on Instagram Live and take double anal from my boyfriend.
God.
It's just like, all right, cool. What time?
On live?
Yeah, why not?
Wow, that's insane, dude. It keeps changing too. I feel like it used to be the joke was if there was a murder on TV, no one flinched, which is very true. Like a James Bond movie, there might be 4,000 people that die. You know what I mean? By the end of
Yeah.
it, and it gets even crazier now. But if there was ever like just a nipple, you had to shut the damn thing off. You know, like they got fined during the Super Bowl. Like it was a big deal. But I feel like the culture around it too is changing more too with the openness of it. You know.
That builds to my my point in the last podcast is that people like our society is so willing to celebrate the destruction of the human body,
Oh
but
my God.
not like the inverse of that, where it's just like two people showing that they actually love each other.
Dude, it's crazy.
Isn't
Yeah.
that weird? Like, and I mean, I sound like a pervert, but at the same time, it's like, why aren't we celebrating? Like,
I mean, I remember when you
sustaining
had to
each other.
like, you had to go to
More
like
than killing each other.
rotten.com or something to look at like pictures of people dying, and now you can just go to YouTube and watch people get shot down
Oh,
on
yeah.
the street all day long. Like
Yeah,
you just watch
every
people
day.
get murdered all day, every day.
I remember the
Like-
first time I saw a death video online. It was literally like you're just watching a video and on live feed, and a brick falls out of this truck and it goes through a window and it kills someone, and you hear like her husband screaming because she just got hit in the head with a brick. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, like on
just shit
Reddit,
like that.
like
You can see so much of it, and it's not even marked very well. Like this one, I
Yeah.
didn't know she died. You know what I'm saying? Like it just said brick falls out of truck and hits car. You know, so like I click on it, and it, you know, a bitch dies. You know, like,
I know,
you don't
that's
know.
insane.
a person dies, but yeah,
That bitch.
let's have some humanity here. You know,
I took a lot of gravity away from it. You know what I mean? Like it was
yeah.
crazy.
I'm sure.
I mean, people just don't.
I mean, I showed it
value
to someone
life
shortly
anymore at all.
thereafter.
Yeah, because you want to share the misery. You know, just be like, hey, I just saw
I
this
felt
bitch
pretty
die.
fucked up for it.
Yeah,
actually.
here I want you to see
Check
this
it out.
bitch die too.
Watch this shit.
Oh my God! I tried to show my friend one the other day, and he like almost slapped my phone out of my hand.
Oh wow.
But it was like this guy was at a factory, and there's this thing that spun cable up,
Uh-huh.
and he got too close to it, and I grabbed him in it, and it was just
Oh,
flinging him around. It was
God.
slapping him over
God.
against the ground, and there's blood shooting everywhere. And his friends are trying to turn the machine off, and eventually they're just like, "Ooh!" And they just ran off and just left him just spinning around, just flailing. I was like,
Unreal.
I think
and it was one of those where like I was like, I just kept watching it because I could not watch it. I was just like, I can't. It was
And he's dead. Like there's no way he made it out of that.
Oh, for sure.
Who filmed it?
security camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
CCTV.
Okay. CCTVs.
It was one of those things where it's like
Yeah.
they couldn't shut off because his body was flailing
Oh,
too close to the
God.
button, and if you don't want to get hit by him.
I saw
that's
what
so
about a ski lift?
scary.
Did you see the ski lift one? The ski lift goes
Oh,
wild,
yeah.
and it's
Yes.
just like slam. And there's
Actually,
people. It's like
that
catapult.
cracks me up because no one got hurt. It was just
No,
there
there
were
was
people
one person.
trapped
There
in
was
that.
one person that got fucked up, or
Really?
screwed up in that. So I like how I
see
corrected
it.
myself halfway after saying the F word. I was like,
No,
"Fuck,
it's
you're screwed up."
I
Yeah,
love
they
that
got
part.
one
I really-
person got screwed up. But
One thing, joke's so funny to the podcast listeners. We're trying. I'm really trying not to drop the F bomb every third second.
I am trying as well, my hardest.
It's
Oh, man.
difficult. It's really
very
hard
difficult.
for me, you know. But I'm really trying because
Daniel
I want this
left us.
podcast to be more accessible, you know.
More accessible to the children.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll talk about everything else, but we'll try not to say the F word. while
Yeah, we'll
continuing.
try to. Or the C word.
Try and keep it a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Marginally. Although I did just refer to someone who took a brick to the head and died in some sketchy Russian live feed video as a bitch. And I'm sorry, you're not a bitch,
Yeah,
lady.
we're kind of joking about people. I mean, it's not funny, but it's a
Well,
sad
it
world that
is
we
and it
live in.
isn't,
Yeah,
you know? It's
like,
kind of fucked
nobody
because
gives a shit.
the other day I was watching an Instagram feed of someone that I know that's like younger, like probably 14, right? And she just got a phone, and so I followed her on Instagram, and one of the pictures that
That's
was
not
on
creepy.
her Instagram story was of her friend shooting a raccoon.
What?
And like vividly, like she shot it in slow-mo. So it's like you literally, and what was hysterical to me was the amount of like he had no care for that raccoon's life at all, and he was using it for fun. So like the raccoon was like "Rawr, rawr," like fighting back, and he shot it, and then when it died, he said, "That's what you get, boy." And like
What?
yes, like it
Oh
was.
my god.
This is the thing that was hysterical about it to me, though, is he had no care for that raccoon's life, and it's the same as every country boy ever. Like, I shot rabbits as a kid. Everyone has done that lives out in the country.
Yeah.
But we didn't have fucking cameras following us around that were filming it and then sticking it online for fucking ever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's so insane what can end up on the internet.
Yes!
Ah.
And when you're 14, you're a dumbass. You don't know what the fuck
God.
you're doing. Ever. And that shit's gonna be online for forever, man.
That goes into the millennial Generation Z bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Like, we're millennials, right?
Yes.
But, like, if you're like a 15-year-old right now, you're Generation Z.
Generation Z, or is it they call it Founder? I don't know what they call it. We'll say Gen Z.
I don't
Gen
know.
Z.
Gen Z. God, too nasally to say it. The youngins, you know, those youngins, they, fuck, Jesus. God,
They're
so
a different
stupid.
generation, man. Because like
So
I remember the internet coming in and changing our lives.
But we were stupid too, because like
Oh, for sure.
we had Jackass,
Oh, totally.
and then everybody was kicking each other. In the
Well, you
nuts
did.
for
I was
so
homeschooled.
long.
I had shit.
You didn't watch Jackass?
I don't watch shit as a kid, dude. The only context
So
in
you
which I
didn't have
watched
friends just
TV.
randomly running up and punching you in the nuts for no reason?
Nope. Well, I mean, I had people coming up and doing that to me for other reasons, but you know.
You lucky bastard. Jesus.
Yeah, there was not a whole lot. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of friends as a kid. Like, I was pretty, like,
I could see that.
I was homeschooled as fuck, dude. Like, I did not have
You
that
can play
many
with
people
your
I hang out
sister, and your sister's like, fuck off, John. I
Yeah,
don't like
pretty
you.
much. Yeah. No joke. And we lived out in the middle of nowhere, so I would, like, go walk with, like, I'd just walk for miles. And that was, like, fun thing to do, you know? When I was, like, 14, 15, we finally got a computer, you know?
Joe, what's up? You look
I'm just hanging out.
just hanging out. We brought my, in case you're wondering, we brought my neighbor Joe.
Neighbor Joe.
I guess we shouldn't say we like we fucking kidnapped him.
Right.
I brought him with me.
Joke's so kidnapping the podcast.
Joke's
Send
so
money, please.
kidnapping.
I'm happy to be here.
Today on Stockholm Syndrome, we have
We
Joe.
discuss why your master is so cruel.
Yeah, we're just hanging out here. Oh man, what else is there to talk about?
How
right
do you
now?
feel after winning the laugh off?
I mean, all right.
All
It's
right.
cool.
No, it's not like you're not
Well,
ecstatic about it.
I mean, I'm happy about it. I knew I could do it. I wasn't really doubting myself.
Did you
like-
feel like it highlighted any accomplishments for you? Like passing it? Do you feel like it crossed a barrier or a bridge or something?
I felt like
Stand up?
I feel like for some reason, a lot of people in the local scene, it's like a respect thing. Like if you haven't won it, you're not a good comedian, despite anything else that you may or may not have done.
Yeah.
Which that's what I look at. It's like, who are you working with? What are you doing for the scene? Like stuff like that. Like the laugh off is fun, but I mean, you know, it's just one show. You know, like what else are you doing outside that? Because like, what if we never see you on any other shows? Like, what's the point of just winning one show? You know?
Yeah, sure.
But I wanted to do it to prove that I could do it.
To yourself and to everyone else, or
Yeah, I mean, like mostly just I just felt like there was. It just needed to be done. It was like, there you go. Look, I could do it too.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I feel like I'm up there with all the other great comedians that are here in Lubbock. I think I'm up towards the top of that.
Mm.
And, like, I mean, might as well just be like, look, I can do it too, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I mean, what's the next thing that you want me to do to prove, you know? Like,
You don't need to prove anything to me, man. I just thought it's interesting. And for me, it meant like a lot when I won, you know? So I wondered if you had a similar reaction.
well, you're
or-
like, you're super fresh.
right.
So, like, I mean, if I was you, how long have you been doing this?
8 months.
Yeah, I'd be super stoked. Like, super stoked.
I think
Like,
I'm good for where I'm at, but I'm not good for where I want to be.
me, 8 months in, I was like super happy to get like 5 minutes on some random bar show that like my friends were putting on
well, 8
just
months
because
into
they were
this,
being nice.
I liked what Telfa had to say about being 8 months into this.
I have a vagina.
That was pretty cool. When
Yeah.
he was 8 months into it, and he
I
said
like how
that.
we're going with that again. Dear Lord,
I'm
you
just gonna
brought the
keep bringing
entire-
them up randomly.
brought the entire. I got one, but thank you so much. I felt
Daniel
rude
Clayton's
now.
brought bottles of water for us, which is
Thank you.
great because my throat is really, really parched. Yeah, I feel like I'm okay for where I'm at, but I'm accelerating fast enough. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to like consistently write every day, and
I mean, it's not about just writing; it's about consistency. Like, I mean, that
Hitting
makes so
mics,
much
you know?
sense.
all right. Do you have anything you want to plug?
No,
Not a thing, huh?
no.
Social media, anything like that?
Oh yeah,
This is
JJ
the
Howell,
break.
Oh, we're
Facebook.
on the break now.
No, we're about to.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're gonna hit a break here in a bit.
Okay.
So
JJ Howell, Facebook, Howell JJ, Instagram. Find me on social media, Instagram,
is that what you're
Facebook.
doing with it? Just throwing people at your social media right now?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about it. Just follow me on that stuff.
Any
April
thoughts about the
12th.
laugh off?
April 12th, Hobbs, New Mexico.
Hobbs, New Mexico. Yeah,
We're
we'll
going
both
back.
be doing a show together.
That would be fun.
So if you're out in Hobbs, New Mexico for
I
whatever
don't know what
reason,
else.
Diamond Lils,
Diamond Littles, yeah.
around 9.
Yeah.
Cool bar from the 60s, Plywood's original.
Love
So
it.
Come on out, see us. Beers
What
are cheap. If you do stand up and if you aren't doing so well, usually someone will buy you a shot of Fireball, which I thought was very kind.
That's interesting.
So
You
shout
bought
out
me
to
a
the
shot
winner.
of peach schnapps.
So
cool.
John Lewis gets drunk for free every time he goes.
No, I do get pretty drunk off of. I mean, I'm a lightweight, so like it doesn't take much for me. You know?
You didn't drink though, did you?
I had one shot of Fireball. Guy
Uh.
handed it to me, which I thought was kind of him.
Oh, nice.
But
I didn't know I was riding in the car with an alcoholic. I would have been more worried about it.
Right.
No, I didn't drink. I drank water, which I think so. Like, I drank at the Laugh Off, which was weird because I don't normally drink.
Mm-hmm.
And the people's reactions when I go to shows, I like walk up to the bar, especially if it's after I performed. I'm like, "Oh, can I just get a water?" And they're
Yeah,
like, "What?" They like just assume I'm like a huge raging alcoholic, but I don't drink much anymore. I don't like drinking. It makes me
Dehydrated.
dumb.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
the same way.
Very
It slows
stupid.
me down a lot, and I don't drink before I go on stage. The only context in which I will is if I'm having just terrible anxiety for some reason. Like I had a glass of wine before the last laugh off. And it
Speaking
helps.
of drinks, we're all gonna take a break and take a drink.
Okay, break time.
It's a pimp named Sleazeball, but you can call me Sleazy for short. And I got a chicken joint, so don't worry, I'm out the game. And guess what? It's ran by actual chicken heads. And don't forget to come early Sunday for our special, where everybody with a gold grill eats half off, even the babies.
We're recording.
We're recording now.
Yeah, but we didn't catch any of that.
Okay, good. Let's move on with our topics of the day. What else are we gonna? What else do we want to talk about?
What did you think about? Did you guys hear the interview that Anderson Cooper did with one of the women, Stormy Daniels?
Nope, not at all. I did not hear about that.
Very, very funny. So what happened was there's this porn star that Donald Trump had sex with years ago. Anderson Cooper finally got her to speak on air about her experience, right? And it was super disappointing. Like, we were expecting all these juicy, juicy details to come out about it, and there wasn't anything. It was consensual sex. She said she felt uncomfortable with it, and she said she didn't enjoy it. But it wasn't rape, you know what I mean? Which is kind of what which is kind of what everyone was thinking it was because there was so much money that was spent paying him off. The worst thing about it is that he cheated on his wife while she was pregnant with their son, right?
Ooh.
So that was pretty spicy.
I mean, that's not a presidential thing to do.
No, not at all. But I mean, like, it's also not as bad as I thought it was going to be because I thought it was going to be like, you know, like something non-consensual.
I don't know. I think
You really thought that?
Yeah, no, I seriously did.
I feel like everyone's just grasping to tear somebody down right now, like over anything at all. I mean, it's just so much shit. Like, can't we just be nice to people? Like, let's just treat people nice.
Yeah, I don't get that either, man.
I mean, I
Everyone
don't always say
can
mean
chill,
things,
you know?
but like, let's just be nice to each other. Like, worry about each other in like a positive way. Like, do you have what you need to survive?
Yeah.
Fuck, like, stop raping people. We said that the last time we were on the goddamn podcast. Just
Stop raping people with a podcast.
It's the moral of JJ Howell.
That's true.
Don't rape people. If I don't teach you anything in life, it's
You heard it here first, folks.
don't rape people.
Hot
Yeah,
takes
just
from-
be as good as consensual as you can. You know, like a
Right.
good person, but also a consensual person. To where it's like, I'm gonna touch your body because I'm weird. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, no, like
Joke So Consensual podcast.
jokes so consensual.
Will you sign
yeah.
this contract for me?
Yeah, let's have people.
Are we
sign things.
consenting to a weird, touchy moment right now?
I mean, there should be an app for that where you
just
can
hit,
like finger swipe it, like your those little credit cards. You could swipe it, be like, "I am agreeing in sound mind to do sex with these people," and then you can
weirdy noodle stuff.
Oh, what you could do is you could click what you'll allow. So it'd be like hair pulling, yes.
Yes.
Biting, yes.
You click the anal button.
Slapping. No, I mean,
Ah,
well, I mean,
John,
giving or
come
receiving.
on.
I mean, it just
Joke
depends.
So Tasteless, the podcast.
Yeah.
Grateful we mark this as explicit.
I mean, if it has to come down to that, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I don't
just show
see
respect
anything
to someone
wrong
else's
with
like
you know, like you're talking to your female friend or male, whatever your flavor, and you're just like, hey, I know you're reading that book right now, but I actually need you to read something for me. Oh,
will
yeah,
you
yeah.
please fill
Do
this out?
Do you? Yeah, just swipe. It's not. I mean,
Maybe you could
it's a
send it to them
pop-up.
so they could do it on their phone. So it's less
I
creepy.
love the idea of you being in a moment with someone and then being like, I'm gonna try something weird. It's like, well, did you check the box for that? No, damn it. You have to go get on your phone and like select a button in order
Yeah.
for you to get
Now,
back
now you
into
have
it.
to rub my back again.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to rub my back first before we do 1B _C.
Yeah.
They're not labeled with what they actually are. There's a system.
I feel like there should just be like pictures for it.
I'm
Just-
not
better
sure
thing.
about like
Yeah.
section 3A _E.
It literally
That
just becomes a lawyer thing.
It's totally that crosses a boundary.
I
That reminds
understand.
me.
I understand that this says you want me to call you Poppy, but I'm not comfortable with that. Can I call you Sir instead?
There are so many like niche little.
So
like,
you can't call me sir, but you can call me
Princess.
Mister.
there's so many fetishy things.
Yeah, it's like,
Now,
do I
when you-
really need to rub latex balloons on your nipples while
The
singing
amount
Yankee
of boxes
Doodle?
you have to check.
Yeah. How many bucks? That's it's like just one thing's checked, and it's just like kick testicles. You're like, is that it? Is that all we need? Yeah. All right. I guess I can handle
Is
that.
that a fetish?
Yeah.
Kick testicles?
Yeah, it is. Some people like to get kicked in the testicles. Stomped. They'll have like bitches like just stomp their testicles in like high heeled
Whoa.
shoes. God, dude.
That is not.
You
that's
really
not a
need to watch Real
sustainable
Sex.
thing.
Yeah.
That
That's
is not a sustainable
yeah, dude.
thing.
No,
How often do you think you can go through that?
Oh, probably like all the time. They probably do it
What?
every single
Yeah,
time.
dude.
No.
yeah.
They probably have like
It's
their
actually way more common than you think.
their junk is probably like so messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just love getting kicked in the testicles.
That would.
Get it like just yank on it, pull on it, rip on it, just
Oh.
really good.
How would you have any feeling left? It seems like you'd
maybe
just
that's
be
the
like a
point.
crotchel's G.I. Joe after a while.
But maybe
Literally
they
get it all
discovered
kicked
something
in.
about like the general like you know,
Just
like level of pain or mutilation that your balls can take to where there's still balls.
I mean, there's people who are into like having razor blades taken to them while they're getting dicked down. So like, I mean, kicking the balls is tame.
Yeah, that is pretty tame. I guess.
Well, they'll get cut.
Yeah, they're like, I want you to cut me.
Wow.
And
In
they'll-
comparison, that's
Yeah, they want to
extremely
like,
tame.
like it's called that's their thing.
That's scary. Did you hear about the guy in Germany who put an ad online? He said, "I'm into carnivorous stuff. I want to eat someone." And then someone replied consensually to have themselves killed and eaten, like in this dude's home. This was a documentary that was out like probably 4 or 5 years ago.
No, I did not hear about
Like
this.
he
Yeah.
wanted to be
He
eaten.
wanted to be eaten was his fetish.
I want to be eaten alive.
So yeah, that guy literally got eaten inside of some dude's home in a bathtub in Germany, and it was 100% consensual. But even like the police got involved then too, because like you can't kill yourself, and so it's like an assisted suicide thing at the
Yeah.
least, you know.
Oh man,
That's just
I mean,
like,
how's that like?
that's going back to
I
that thing
usually
of
have-
like why aren't we like celebrating the more positive things about our bodies and not the destruction of it? I feel like that's so like defeating to like have to watch that or like like that kind of violence or even wanting that violence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I don't know.
in
I mean,
society.
But
but
listen,
if you're into like getting eaten alive, that's not a good fetish because you can't repeat it. Like you only get
that's
to
what
do
we
it
said about
once.
getting your balls stomped earlier.
I mean, you can only do it once, but you can get kicked in the balls again.
It's that classic joke about the guy who goes into the office and the circus performer, and he says, "I've got a great show," and then he like lights himself on fire and shoots himself in the head. And
Yeah.
that's like his show. And the guy's like, "That's great," and he's thinking it's a trick the whole time, and then he realizes it's not. He just did his only set. His
Yeah.
final act was literally his audition.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good performance right there.
No,
Just like
well, I mean, it's a great performance because you can only do it once.
I mean, the guy eating the guy could do it again.
The guy probably the guy probably enjoyed it. I mean, that's the thing you got to think. You can't. That's not the kind of thing you can be 3/4 of the way through and be like, "I changed my mind." Like, what
No.
are you gonna?
Hey, this kind of hurts. Can we stop?
Yeah.
What's
Never
my
mind.
safe word
I
again?
didn't realize you eating my penis while I was alive would be painful.
My safe word. What the fuck is my safe word? Safe word.
What is my safe word? Don't eat me.
Don't eat.
My safe phrase.
Vegan. Vegan.
Oh my god.
Vegan is my safe word.
That's some
I feel like
scary
if you're being
stuff.
eaten alive, your safe word should be vegan. I don't know why.
I apologize, Jokes So Funny listeners. This has gotten way darker than I planned on it getting. We just kind of went down this road and it never stopped. But here's my thing.
How did we get off this trail of talking
Well,
about?
we started talking about
debauchery?
fetishes, which if you get down that road, there's a lot of weird things you're going to bump into, you know? Like there's not...
I mean, I don't know. I think some of the weirder ones are like not the extremely violent ones. Like the food stuff, that's just gross.
Yeah, food stuff is weird. Food is a fetish, is a bizarre thing. Just love food.
Yeah, I
People
mean,
love women. Just don't,
just,
like,
I
you know,
just want
like,
to rub food all
whatever.
over you. I want to eat food off of you. Like, why would girls be that? That's a yeast infection. Like,
yeah, that doesn't seem like a good
if you
idea.
add food to sex, you're giving her a yeast
For
infection.
people who struggle
Just
with
say that.
toxic shock syndrome, that doesn't seem like a good idea
Yeah,
at
it
all.
seems like a bad idea.
Shoving a tomato up there seems like a very bad
Yeah.
idea.
I feel like when I'm ready to do that sort of act
Mm-hmm.
is like for me it's like more like I'm gonna eat dessert after dinner and then go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So why not like I know I'm gonna smash when I get to bed. So why don't we just like combine that with dessert?
Oh, so you're saving time.
It's about efficiency.
It's about efficiency.
But you have to shower after.
I mean, you gotta shower
You're planning on
afterwards,
showering
anyways.
right?
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
or are
I
you a
mean-
morning shower person?
Yeah,
Well,
fuck,
just lay in the bed and shower the next
fuck
day.
yeah.
yeah, just
Fuck
laying
it.
in your filth.
Yeah, just lay like a pig.
Yeah.
You're
I mean,
literally
that's
laying
why I
in your
don't take food to bed.
Just work all day out in the grum and just get in your bed
On the what?
out in the grum.
No,
What's a
I mean, I
grum?
shower right when I
You
get
know
home.
what the grum is?
I have no idea what the grum
It's
is.
just like the fucking filth of the
No,
world.
I
Oh, okay.
shower. I shower like right after I get home, so I'm like clean.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's basically the
Because
same
like
thing.
I wake up because like you sweat in your sleep.
You
so
can't
I'm
wait
like,
2
yeah.
hours?
What?
You can't wait 2 hours?
No, because I don't like feeling dirty and like I want to like rinse work off of me and just like be fresh and relaxed at home and comfy.
That's understandable.
So that's like the first thing I do. Like I hate days where I get really rushed, where it's like I get off work and I can't shower and I have to go do something immediately because I just feel like I'm disgusting and gross, so then it causes me anxiety. I feel like people like think I smell and they're just not telling me.
You have a lot of fears. Don't you?
God.
Yeah, I have
You're
like
an
horrible
extremely anxious
anxiety.
person.
Yeah, I just automatically assume everybody hates me.
That's
Where do you
not
think
true,
that
man.
comes
You're
from?
a good guy.
What? Probably it comes from my family.
Well, it
'cause they
comes from
hate me.
5th grade, actually.
Yeah.
You
What?
were telling me about this the other day, that in 5th grade that you drank too much Coke and you pissed your pants.
No, that wasn't it. I was in 2nd grade.
Oh.
No, actually, I wasn't. I think I was like 11, no,
Mm.
8, 9. And okay, this is when I got like really bad social anxiety. We were gonna go on a field trip. It was like right before my birthday, and I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We were gonna go on a field trip, and I was gonna go watch. It was to the zoo, like the Rio Grande Zoo. And I'm lactose intolerant, and I ate like a whole bunch of cereal that morning.
no.
I ate like multiple bowls of cereal.
Oh dear. Did you know at the time that you were lactose intolerant?
Yeah, I've known since I was a kid. I
And
just
you did it anyway.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck. Like, I wanted to have a lot of energy, so I was eating like a whole bunch of like shitty cereal. And I got at school, and I was like, the teacher was like, if you have to go to the bathroom, go now before we get on the bus, you know? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. And I was like, oh, I gotta take a shit. And I never, ever once flinched about like shitting in public
Sure.
up until this point. And so
Yeah.
I go into the stall and I'm like taking a poop. And these two kids who are like the class bullies, and I can't remember their names at all. I don't really care to remember. They like kicked the door in.
Uh-oh.
They're like, you're pooping. And started laughing at me.
That's hilarious.
And then they just left. And that's all they did.
Comedic gold.
Yeah, and they just
We
left.
we saw someone pooping. That's the joke.
Yeah. And so like I was like, oh, they saw me pooping. And like I went, like I like finished up in the bathroom, washed my hands, went, got in line, and like nobody said anything to me about like everyone's like laughing and having fun. And for some reason, like nobody said like they didn't really go and tell anybody, hey, he's taking a shit or anything. But for some reason in my head, I was just like everybody was laughing and having fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And like they all kind of looked at me when I came out of the bathroom. I just automatically assumed I was pooping and I was weird and that nobody liked me from that point on because I took
Because
a
you
poop.
pooped?
Yeah. And so then I just became really, really anxious
So this
all
is
the time.
no okay, JJ.
Yeah.
You're telling me that all of your anxiety has to do with someone seeing you pooping and making fun of you for pooping?
Yeah.
That's suffering.
Like a really long time ago.
That's what that is. That's
Yeah.
like that's what
Well, okay,
true
wait.
suffering.
That is
Wait. Okay,
that is
so
the worst excuse
Okay, wait,
for
it gets
mental
worse.
disorder
okay,
ever.
that's when it started.
I love this video. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're
but
fine.
No, this is like the most beautiful thing I've seen.
Well, we'll watch it
recently.
while I'm talking. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Uh,
Look at that.
So, when I got older, when I was in 5th grade, our teacher, for some reason, was like, "Hey, you need to go and put your name on the board." Well, my name's Jonathan J, but I go by JJ. I've had that nickname since I was a baby.
Sure.
My middle name is spelled Jay. For some reason, in my dumbass head, instead of just writing 2 J's like I always did,
Right.
I spelt out my name Jay.
Uh-huh.
And kids latched onto that like a motherfucker, like just crazy. They're like, gay, gay, and so then that
Genius.
stuck with me for so long. I mean, from like 5th to like 10th grade.
Right.
So for like I moved states. I even left New Mexico,
Do you
moved
think
back.
gay is still an insult in like
No, not
younger
anymore.
schools?
People call me gay all the time.
No, not amongst us.
I'm just
'cause
saying, like,
somebody can
how
call you gay
horrific
now.
How horrific is childhood now that children have access to cell phones and internet and
Oh, I think
all that?
bullying's way worse now.
Oh, I
'cause
think
you're
it's the most horrific thing.
they're
growing up
connected.
Today.
Yeah.
You're so connected. You can't get away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you absolutely just unless these kids completely isolate themselves, which causes a whole lot of other issues.
Right.
You can't get away from your bullies or feeling left out in any type of way at all.
Yeah.
I mean, because you just get on Facebook, and if you're in a school in Lubbock and you have 500 plus classmates in your class,
Mm-hmm.
but you only have like 50 friends, but like there's someone on your friends that has like thousands, that could be crushing to your self esteem, you know?
No, that's true.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, I guess to me
rate
it
people.
doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything.
how many, I mean, essentially it doesn't, but I mean, like,
But if you think in terms of their social context, it does.
yeah,
That's
like,
the thing about
how
it.
many likes did you get on your selfie?
Usually about like between like 50 and 100.
I didn't see you partying anywhere.
He'll give us his real answer. He said how many likes you got on Instagram, not on Grindr.
Instagram on average, my average is about 35 to 40.
Good thing to track. But you think about
That's
this.
something- yeah,
Think
that's
how
not bad.
like much I think boys and girls both, but more especially girls, care about their appearance and what other people think about how
I
they
think
look
people
and stuff.
force that upon them though. Like it's because of social
Yeah.
media.
Now social media's made it worse though because
God,
you're
I have to-
thinking I am definitively not as pretty as this person because she got more likes than me.
Exactly. Like I care about my appearance. I like try to monitor my social media presence. I'm like, oh, I hope nobody posts a fucking ugly picture of me looking all garbage, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't want people to see me like that. Or like if I look all bummy or sad, I don't want that on the internet because then people are like, oh, he's supposed to be a happy comedian.
Well, in
No,
a weird
it's
way, it's
weird.
almost like meritocratic, isn't it? If you
Yeah.
think about it, because before there wasn't a system. It was just whoever you were around that was the loudest was the person that won. Now it's
Yeah.
like definitively people are voting basically on whether they like you or not. You
Pretty
know,
much, yeah.
they have the right to like you and they have the right not to like you. So you're getting feedback on whether people like you or not.
Yeah,
you
do
know?
people find this interesting of what I'm saying? And then I think some people just post things to get like the attention for it. Like, oh, I know.
Yeah, what do you
this-
think like
this-
meme resharing is?
Oh yeah.
Like I feel
Yeah.
like there's no like God, like people's like profiles, like there's nothing original on there. It's usually
All
some
memes.
video
I
or
try to
memes or-
share
It does make me laugh.
a few memes.
My new favorite thing about dumb people is when they memorize a meme and then tell it to you like it's an
Yes.
old school street joke. Like
Right,
the other
yeah.
day, I had a guy who came up to me and said, "Hey John, guess what?" It's like, "What?" I said, "I quit drinking for good." I was like, "Oh, that's great, man." Thinking he was being sincere and I was
Yeah.
having a human connection with him. And he said, "Now I drink for evil." I'm like, dude, what the? I was so mad. I wanted to tell him he was an idiot, but I was like, I can't do that. You know, like that's not.
I can.
Well, I wish you would have been there, man.
Perfect.
It was an
Yeah.
annoying experience.
John Lewis needs help being cruel.
I'm only mean on this podcast.
Just like when someone goes to you and just be like, "You're gonna die anyways."
I felt like
right off the
It's
bat.
like boom, like the darkest thing you could think of. Just like
That's
so
me.
what? You'll never get that moment back.
yeah.
Thanks for
Ruining
wasting
people's
my
days.
years.
I don't know. I don't like roasting people to be mean. Like I don't want to like just insult someone to be like
You're a constructive
don't put.
insult.
I don't want someone to like. I don't want to just put you down because I can put you down. Like if I roast you,
Yeah.
it's because like if you're my friend and I'm roasting you, it's because I actually put enough time and effort into like
Thinking about.
thinking
flaw
about
that's
how
very
I can make
obvious.
fun of you. But like if I don't like you, I'm not talking about you. I'm not bringing you up. I'm not thinking about you. Like, I don't, like there's a lady that I used to work with, like a friggin' hater, and like I would go out of my way to avoid her, and I could actually make it through an entire day without having to have any interaction with her, and that was a good day. But like, if I like you, like I'll just text you out of nowhere and be like, "Oh yeah, I fucked your sister," you know, like
Yeah.
for no reason. I mean, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I really gotta stop saying the F word. I'm sorry, guys. It
No,
just
you're
happened.
fine.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like number
brought
7
up,
now.
I brought up cannibalism on the show. I don't think you're probably
Okay.
gonna top that.
Is there? I feel like there in movies there is some fetishing of cannibalism
Yeah.
because like
Really?
Like,
Why
what
do you think
movie?
that?
what do you think like zombie like
Yeah.
That's not a
shows
fetish.
are? Oh well,
I mean, it could be.
zombieism is sorry that sounded so stupid, but it's about cannibalism. It's about like humans destroying other humans.
Yeah.
And then also it's like that zombie what was it? The Carne Calita diet, or it's on
Carne
Netflix.
Calita is something I ordered at Chipotle earlier.
Santa Clarita Diet.
That's about cannibalism.
Carne
It has oh man, that one
The
girl.
Santa Clarita diet is what you're going for.
What's
Come on, man.
What's that girl's name?
Carne Calita.
Drew
It
Barrymore.
literally sounds like something you could order at a Chipotle.
She
Santa.
likes Carne Calitas.
And drinking blood in the rain.
Yeah, it has Drew Barrymore in it.
I'm the body
she,
you're looking for.
I like how you guys are just making up a dumb song. I'm trying to explain to you the premise of the show.
You've laughed at nothing on this podcast. We're not going to build your jokes up.
I've laughed at everything.
Right, no,
I'm
but
not
I
even
feel
building
like
your jokes up. I'm
I feel
just
like you're building on my point that I was making earlier, where I was just like,
Dude,
how
there's-
Hollywood is starting to be like, hey, let's eat
yeah,
people.
it's a
Yeah.
legitimate show. It's with Drew Barrymore, and she's like a soccer mom who gets a taste for human flesh, and she's only happy when she gets to eat people. She was trying to eat raw meat, but that wasn't satisfying her. So
How much
then
of this show have you watched?
I watched like 4 episodes.
Oh, okay. Are you
It's a
still into
horrible
No,
premise. It's like the most horrific premise ever.
It looks like dog shit.
Well, it just sounds like a terrible
Yeah.
thing. And,
I-
and it's like, everyone's like, man, that's a great show. I love
That's
that show.
interesting.
Have you seen the last episode? She eats like a pinky.
Yeah, that sounds so dumb. It sounds like a fucked up show for like moms.
it's like
you know?
it's like Weeds meets True Blood, sort of, but not.
I just
really.
had some rosé. and
that's
some
what it
thigh.
is. Dude, that voice that you're doing, that's
Uh,
every mom in the Midwest that's watching Santa Clarita Diet.
Don't you know?
Now, don't forget, I
We're
put your
going to have the
pants.
girls over and we'll watch Santa Clarita Diet.
We're gonna have.
All right,
It's kind of
Joseph.
like Breaking Bad, but for the girls.
You gotta
Breaking
listen to me,
Bad,
okay?
right?
Before you go over to John's house, you gotta get your pants out the dryer. You gotta put your pants and then fold them like I taught you. You know what to do, okay?
Dude, speaking about
Love you, Mom.
my favorite TV mom is back on air,
Who?
Roseanne.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Congratulations.
Oh my god, I'm so happy right
You
now.
get Roseanne back.
I watched Roseanne a lot with my mom. She loved Roseanne. Roseanne reminds me a lot of my mom, and I don't know if it's because, like, my mom was short and a bigger lady, kind of like Roseanne.
Uh-huh.
My dad was a big, rough, truckered guy, kind of like. I mean, that's kind of the way my family was. We
Sure.
yelled at each other. We were white trash. It's kind of how that goes. But like, my mom was always my mom was nicer than Roseanne.
Uh-huh.
She wasn't nearly as mean, but she could be. So I don't know.
No,
it's
my
pretty
mom was
interesting.
mean. Like
Your mom was
Roseanne.
mean.
But now she's like sweet and helpless.
That's because you don't
weird.
like live with her anymore. I think
That's true.
my mom's dead.
Oh, I'm
but,
sorry, man.
I mean, it's okay. It happens.
Joke So Deep, the podcast.
Jokes are
Where's
deep.
the punchline, please?
I don't have one.
6 feet under.
Yeah.
You have used her on stage before.
I do. I use my mom on stage quite often. Probably shouldn't.
Why not?
I don't know.
You feel bad about it?
No,
The jokes are funny.
I know the jokes are funny. See, my thing is like I don't give a fuck about my family's opinion.
But you
But-
do.
Yet, like I don't joke about my mom because I feel like one day, it's always my biggest fear because I joke about my kids too. But I don't want them to get older and be like,
That was fucked up what you did there.
yeah, and be like, you weren't in our lives as much as you could have been,
Yeah.
and you were
Making jokes about
making
it.
jokes about us. And I'll just be like, well, like I just hope it pays off to where I have a whole bunch of money to where they don't care. I feel like I could buy their love eventually. If that never pans
That's a
out,
great strategy. I hear that works for everyone. Just buying love.
yeah, I'm just gonna buy my kid. I mean, a Porsche really covers neglect.
I have, okay, you seem like someone that could go off on a conspiracy theory, right?
I love
Oh, let's
conspiracy.
hear it.
Okay, all right. I got
love
something.
listening to conspiracy theories and buying none of them.
Okay, this is something that's coming out fresh
Uh-huh.
because my paranoid ass just thought about it.
Okay.
So, what if these explosions that are happening, right, are actually covert operations?
Wait, you're talking about the explosion that happened in San Antonio?
San Antonio, Austin, two places in Austin.
For anyone that's
We
not
just
aware,
had
there
one-
were 4 package bombs that blew up in San Antonio and Austin. And
Right.
they caught a kid.
They were mostly
who
in
was
Austin.
sending-
They
but
didn't catch him. He blew
there-
himself up.
There are
but-
some tricky things to that because
So,
there-
but just the, can I just give like the,
and there was an
cliff notes of
explosion
what
here
happened.
last night.
Okay, but the cliff notes of what happened so that people who are listening to it know what happened. So they thought they caught the guy who had it. They went over to his car. A bunch of SWAT agents came around, and he detonated a bomb, blew himself and the car up, injured one officer. Did he kill anybody?
Dude, no. I
don't
mean,
think
he killed
anyone.
he killed a few people like in the bombings, but not
Oh, okay.
when he actually.
They seemed racially motivated. That's another thing that's important to point
Yeah,
out.
but society is so quick to not say what is actually true.
He
Is
isn't
that
a terrorist.
That dude
He's
is
a
a
troubled white
terrorist.
kid.
Yeah.
He's a troubled child.
But what if, okay, I'm just saying, like
it
a big
seemed
what
very
if.
racially motivated. I could be
What
wrong.
if this is actually like some
It's homeschooled.
CIA, like,
Wouldn't shock me.
or Russian intelligence sort of happenings?
But why would they just be killing inner city people?
Yeah.
But maybe that's just like something random they actually have in common is that they're both black. What if they're actually connected because
Connected to what?
it's like agency shit?
What
I
do you mean
mean,
by agency shit?
you're stretching really
Like-
far.
Am
I
I?
love a
I'm
good
just-
conspiracy. Like I love Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
government's full of shit. We all work for the bank, man. But
I do. That's how come our hits have gone up because I started working for the Illuminati.
that's good. Keep it
It's
up.
really cool.
Help me out.
Actually,
Crazy.
shout out
Okay,
to our
Illuminati.
people
I know
in
you're
Jakarta.
listening.
We see.
Illuminati, if you're listening to this podcast, I am willing to be whatever you need me to be. Just make me famous.
JJ Howell will be your bitch.
This
Yeah.
is your prayer to Satan.
This is yeah.
Dear Satan, I will
Dear-
worship you.
I
Dear,
love
no,
it.
I'm not praying to Satan, but dear Illuminati, if you need someone to help lead these people the way they need to be led,
You're like Devil
I
went
have a
down to
voice.
Georgia where the devil didn't have to make any deals. You
Yeah.
were just like,
And
take
he's-
me, devil.
And he's
Yeah.
not subscribed to this
yeah.
podcast.
Okay, so this is weird. This is really weird.
This is why.
Okay, so like
We're only reaching 10,000 people. Odds are we're not even getting close to
No.
Satan or the Illuminati.
If we had 100,000 people listening to this show, would you have listened to the previous episode?
maybe. Probably not. Like,
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I listen to like one podcast all the
Uh-huh.
time. It's Batman on Fat Man,
Uh-huh.
which is Kevin Smith's podcast. I love Kevin Smith so much. I'm glad he's doing better. Kevin Smith, if you're listening to this, which you're not,
What's up, bro?
thank you
I'm
for doing
getting
better.
speaking to him.
I legitimately cried. Like my lady texted me and she was like, Kevin Smith had a heart attack, and I was weeping tears, and she was like, it's okay, he's gonna make it. And like it took me quite a while to like recover from that. It was a very traumatic experience. But as I was saying to the Illuminati, I will certainly do whatever you need me to do. Like, yeah, just
You heard it here.
I mean, I think I have a good voice for this
I
generation.
am your servant.
I
You're
feel-
basically the Craigslist of the Illuminati right here.
Yeah, I feel like I could.
This guy knows some Voltaire. He knows some mid-level philosophy. He'd be great as like a small.
Did you just call Voltaire?
No, see, okay, this is what they would do. They'd take
That's
me.
hilarious, right
They
there.
would. Okay, they'd get me a really good hype team, and then like pretty much overnight,
I didn't.
I'd probably end up with like some
That didn't
crazy
happen.
viral video,
Uh-huh.
and like it was super viral. Then I'd just blow up as a comedian. You'd see me in some movies, and then I would just be like, they would be telling me what they want people to be doing,
And then what you do?
and then I could be like, hey guys, you know what we should all be doing? Learning Russian. And then like and then they could help me become president, and then I'll fix a lot of things, and they'll be like, oh, you're doing really good at this. I'll be like, yeah,
good job.
by the way, we're Russians now. And
See Kyle.
yeah. So
Wait, no. It's oh great, Stalin.
oh no, yeah. I don't
Our
know.
brother.
I'm not
Comrade.
Yeah, see,
come
Kyle's
work
the
outside
exact-
with
I
us.
feel like maybe this is gonna shoot me in the foot if I ever run for president. because
Everyone's
I just
doing
now
their
said,
part.
like,
He was on a podcast where one of the hosts talked about eating a man's penis while he's alive, and the other one literally said, "See Kyle."
yeah.
Ironically, after telling someone else that he was offensive for saying tranny.
And then JJ Howell said, if I become president, I'm going to sell us to Russia. I wouldn't sell American. I'm trying to.
Isn't that a little late? I feel like
Okay.
that's kind of Trump
I think
shtick.
we're a minute from the ending.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay.
Isn't that crazy
That's
now?
beautiful. Okay, you're going up at World of Beer on the 13th.
Friday the 13th, yes.
Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
which is not a bad omen at all.
No.
It's a positive thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing a show. By the time this is up, it will be over, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll be with DC Youngfly on a Wild and Out type show in Lubbock.
Oh yeah.
So
What's up? Oh man.
our
Okay.
podcast would be cool.
So that's Jokes So Funny, the podcast. I think we're actually going to end without having to cut
Peace.
someone off
Sounds great.
this time.
Thank you.
Thank you, JJ.
You're welcome. Thank
know-
you, John Lewis and Daniel.
Hashtag delete Facebook, guys. They're seriously selling your data. It's freaking evil. Connecting with people online. Hashtag delete Facebook. Hashtag.